Hi, Mark here. It's 7:30 a.m. Eastern, Friday, 13th of June. That's 11:30 GMT, start of a new trading day and certainly an active day in the markets following last night's conflict in the Middle East between Israel and Iran, and the markets certainly have responded as would be expected. Let's have a look and see how the markets stand this morning. US dollar index, very strong. US dollar safe haven status certainly coming into play here. I've got support at 97.13 and resistance at 98.07. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the strong showing by the US dollar. Buyers will be looking above that $98 number and US dollar continuing to strengthen. Sellers will be looking for a bounce down off this area around the 98 area and looking back down at the 97, 97.12 support. Let's have a look at the S&P. Initially sold off, you can see that. EMA is barely crossing down now, but S&P did come down in pre-market trading all the way down to 5,977, has since rebounded back to 6,042. Resistance sitting at 6,068, support 5,977, and we will watch this and see when Wall Street does open up, and that's in about 2 hours, how the market does react and respond. Commodities, let's have a look at gold. Gold's safe haven status also certainly in play here. Yesterday, gapped open to start, open 3,394. Been looking to test and break above 3,400, which we saw in the Asian session early yesterday, and resistance now sitting at 3,444. Buyers will certainly be looking up at the record 3,500 level. And if there is a turnaround, support here will be what the sellers will be looking to test. And that again is at the 3,389 level. Let's have a look at Brent oil. And again, we know this will be certainly have be in response to the Middle East conflict. So a very, very strong day yesterday, all the way from 66 up to 70. Then we saw from $70 all the way up to 78.49. That's a really high and strong move we saw yesterday. Given up some of those gains, it has come down and now sitting at the 74.23 level. Buyers will be looking back up at that area around the 78.50, I guess $80 would even come into view, where sellers will look for this to continue, possibly hang around the 74.75 level, which was the previous resistance, bearing in mind it started all the way down here at the $70 mark. And Bitcoin, Bitcoin sold off initially yesterday, third red candlestick, daily candlestick, all the way down to support at 102.6 thousand. Buyers have stepped in and right now sitting at 104.8, got resistance at 105,800. Let's see if buyers can continue what they started earlier, this bounce off support, get above the 105 and back to the, I guess, the next level on the upsides pretty far from here, being 108.8 thousand. Again, let's see how that plays out once the US session does get underway. Good trading, and I'll see you at the end of day session.